Confucius says, to know oneself is the beginning of wisdom. There are various other quotes about knowing oneself. One that I like is "He who knows not," and it's been quoted as being by some ancient Arabian. Some have said Confucius, others have said some Egyptian from ancient times. But the summary of it is, a person who knows not and knows that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. A person who knows not and believes that they know not is dangerous. Avoid them. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. Awake them. A person who knows and knows they know is wise. Follow them. All of these persons reside in you. The question is, which one are you going to allow to lead? See, we are our worst virus and our most powerful vaccination. When they say the mind is a powerful thing, this is not just on the intellectual level or emotional level. It's also on the cellular level. And you look at it like this. If you believe that you can, you can. However, if you believe that you don't, you will never even attempt or put forth the effort needed in order to do whatever it is you are thinking that you cannot do. See, the secret to the world is that all of the power resides in you. If you can change your mind to think that it is so, then it will be. For instance, truth versus fact versus fiction versus lies. Your truth is not necessarily everyone's fact, nor everyone's belief. There are many examples of this. Prime examples, grab any Trump supporter running around you. They have their own truth, but doesn't make it fact. See, we believe what we believe because that is what we have bought into. A friend of mine and I were having the discussion of research and knowing something. And the statement was made that if you want to know something is true, then research it. And yes, I agree. If you want to know something, research it. But we can research lies and falsities. We can develop our own truths because that's what we believe in. But again, it doesn't make it the fact. So again, if you can wrap your head around it and make it so, then in your world it is. So we go back to knowing oneself, one's limitations, one's capabilities, and the belief in this. If you know yourself, then what difference does the perception of others make in your mental space? See, I didn't know, or should I say I didn't think about this. But even in a situation such as organ transplants, your mind, how you think about things, plays an important factor in whether or not that organ is actually adopted and remains in your body without being rejected. So think about this factor. Emotional states release chemicals in your body. These chemicals have to be filtered through the organs. So when you have an organ that is trying to make a home in your body, and your body is already recognizing that there is something that wasn't here before, even if it's a replacement. So your body's trying to decide, how do I, or do I even allow this entity to remain here? And if I allow it to remain here, do I allow it to remain intact as it is? So when we release these chemicals, which are a consequence of the emotions that we feel, they have to be filtered through our organs, whether it be by blood, or whether it be to filter the chemical, or to stabilize certain hormones within our blood. They have to be filtered throughout the organs. And so these processes can be detrimental to the organs if they're not getting the good chemicals, the good chemical reactions. So again, your thought process, your belief, your truth does affect your fact. We fact checked a lot of things. We fact checked. They say, well, this is the case, and well, this was manufactured, or this was a conspiracy. And you have these sites and organizations that are dedicated to fact checking. When we watch the debates, we are fact checking afterwards, because we have our own beliefs. So I believe, you believe, we check the facts to see if they line up. But because we read something different in a fact check than what we believe, does it change your mind? Again, we are our worst virus and our best vaccination. Know yourself, because the power is within. You can be, if you believe. Be live. Be live. Be live. There's two words there, be and live, in terms of the root of believe. Now, I don't consider myself a scholar, an academician, an academician, or academician, or however we properly say that word. But there are things that we have to recognize. And I recognize my power. It's here. It's here and it's here. Head, heart, mind, and emotion. And it affects the physical. And it affects my circumstances. It affects my situations. It affects my direction, my progression, or deterioration. You can place me in a situation, state of being, but my knowledge of me, myself, is what controls who I am and what my true internal state is. I can't give you the answers to you, but I can tell you that the answer lies within you. But you have to know you in order to find it. You can be dangerous, because you can be full of knowledge of what you have not yet learned how to wield or manage. And that's who. Or you can be lost because you do not even recognize what is within you to get you to where you need to go. So I say it again. You can be the fool, you can be the teacher, you can be the leader, you can be the student, or you can be the unrecognized man or woman. It is all within and up to you to decide. But you have to be something. Do you know what that is? Thoughts from the basement.